Greetings. In my efforts to create more educational applications, I have to learn how to program. And since I have to learn it, I figure I should share what I learn as I go along. This application I downloaded straight from Monsieur Guigui, and let's see if I can get his. I want to make sure I give credit to the. Oh, this is mine actually, but guigui is the guy who did it. I didn't do this one. And I wanted to share that with you because guigui is the man, person, don't know if he's a man, who deserves all the credit. This is the application. Let's run it. In a moment I will begin to break it down as best I can to help understand it. So let's do some basic math. Table de 8 à faire. This is 9 par 8. That's going to be 72. If you don't speak French, that's okay. I don't like the focus on the numbers. Alright, so it does work. So one of the things we want to do, ideas, fix the focus on the mouse and the numbers. We should also look at creating a division module. And there's so much that needs to be done, so many things. Alright, but let's go ahead and start looking at the code itself. First thing, we are using processing 1.21. I'll get that out of the way. And I downloaded it from downloaded from processing.org. One of the things we have right up at the front, we have P font. Now, if we hit Control-Shift find, that should load, and it does. Good. It should load a local file, local help file. Let's zoom in a little bit. I use the Control and the mouse roll to do that. So I can find out what P font is and how it's used. And not much there, but I give you some examples of how it's used. Now that is Control-Shift find, very useful, and we'll be using that a lot as we work through this code. So these are right up at the top. These are all variables. So you declare variables at the top of your sketch. And so this is the call to font. Boolean, oui or non. Alright, so this is declaring variable oui, non, which is yes, no, for all of you non-francophiles. Boolean. So what does Boolean mean? You may not know. If you don't, then Control-Shift F and it will load up Boolean. Boolean is converts a primitive data type. Alright, primitive data type, string or array to its Boolean representation. 0 evaluates to false, and all other numbers evaluate to true. So we can go ahead and copy this. Copy. And where did there we go. And I'm going to go ahead and add that as some more help text there. In fact, while we're here, let's see, file, new, should get, yeah, that's fine. We'll go ahead and test that the sketch that was offered to us right here. String s equals true. I'll show you what that looks like. And run it. Okay, there's the sketch, and the Boolean is true right down there. Boolean is true. So s equals true, b equals Boolean s. If b, print line the Boolean is true, else print line the Boolean is false. Okay, so Boolean b, it's essentially, I mean, how do we get it to print false? How do we get it to print false? Well, Boolean We'll change that to D, and now let's see what happens. Cannot find anything named D. Alright, so this is we declared the variable here, and since we don't have a Boolean D, let's string D equals false. Now let's see what happens. I have to capitalize it. Okay, that's the first time I've seen that. Capitalize the string. Stop. And the Boolean is false. Alright? So Boolean B equals D, since if it's B, then it's going to be true. If it's anything other than B, in this case D, then it's false. How do you use that? Not sure. But there it is, and here it is in our application. So Boolean, oui or non, that's fairly straight, yes or no. We'll work through all of these, and if you have a better idea on how to approach this problem, please post your tutorials. Processing and math teachers and students around the world need your help. I'm doing what I can. You could probably do better. Thank you, and happy computing.